Welcome to the City of Lawrence Board of Public Works and Safety regular meeting held here at the George Keller Public Assembly Room. And that's in the Governmental Center, September 28th, 2023 at 5 p.m. I have a little audio problem. Is that better?
That fixed it.
Okay.
Echoing.
We'll call the meeting to order, and we do have a quorum to do business. We do have Mrs. Browner virtually, Mr. Clark and myself present here at the city building, so we will go right into the agenda at this time. Minutes of the regular meeting on September 14th, 2023. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
By Mr. Clark, is there a second?
Second.
By Mrs. Browner. Questions on the motion?
Yep.
Hearing none. All in favor by roll call vote. Mr. Clark?
Aye.
Mrs. Browner?
Aye.
And Mr. Reeser will also confirm aye. The minutes pass 3-0. Unfinished business, none before the board today. Directly to new business for the board. Item A, approval of Lawrence Police Department purchase of Lenco Bearcat for $300,705. Chief's ready to tell us a little bit about it.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for
Good afternoon.
taking the time to listen to this one item that we have for action item today. We are looking to purchase a Bearcat, so that will be the primary vehicle to our SWAT team. And then the MRAP will go secondary to the Bearcat. So it's an armored vehicle that's able to do has a lot more capabilities than what our Bearcat has right now. So we can inject gas into a house to try to de-escalate a situation. We did receive a grant for $150,000 of this cost of the $300,000. We got that from the Indiana Department of Homeland Security. Grant that they had out there. We just got awarded that just a couple weeks ago. Lenco is the provider of the Bearcat. They're pretty much the only person that makes these type of vehicles for police and military, and they are a sole source provider for this specific piece of equipment. So this is a added benefit to us, so that we don't have to take the big old MRAP down some of the streets that are very narrow. This vehicle will be able to help us get in and out a lot quicker, more efficient for our SWAT team. So that's the reason why I was very happy that the city allowed us to get this vehicle, the mayor and the controller. And so this would be a great added benefit to our SWAT team. So that's the reason why we have it tonight.
Questions?
So the existing vehicle, I understand, was expensive to drive anywhere. And is this one more efficient in
Yes, this is a lot more efficient. The MRAP was a military surplus vehicle. I mean, it worked very well for us throughout the years we had ever since 2016. But now it's, the president put out a national directorate of how we can use that vehicle. We can't even use the vehicle in our parades anymore because the fear of it being viewed as being a militaristic, vehicle for police. But that vehicle has really saved lives for our SWAT team. Just on January the 10th, we took a lot of rounds on our MRAP that night when that incident off of 46 and Post Road happened. So we're grateful for that vehicle. We want to keep it still as a backup in our fleet. However, but the Bearcat is a little bit more maneuverable than what the MRAP is.
And I saw that it had oxygen and medical capabilities inside of it?
Maybe not. Actually, in medical capabilities, just more of how they do the package of like some of the, like I said, injecting tear gas, being able to do that,
that makes sense.
Inside of a residence, so that our SWAT team doesn't have to go in there and try to throw flashbangs or gas into a residence. They can easily puncture right through a door and inject gas if they have to, as a last resort. I mean, especially if that vehicle is being out there, it's going to be a last resort, or it's going to be a high-profile felony that we're trying to apprehend during those type of incidents.
Very good.
Yeah, with all the joint task force that are going on, I'm sure this will be a valuable resource.
Yes, we actually assisted the sheriff's department when they had the one individual that was let go from the from the sheriff's department custody on accident at that time. They requested that our team help assist with trying to track down the suspect. And so we were actually the primary SWAT team on that. And plus, we also attached with different task forces that do warrant services. Captain Cantrell has been out on those as well when they do those warrant services. But yes, our SWAT team, we're getting a lot of additional equipment for our SWAT team to bring them up to standard with other, municipalities that are, conjoining here in Marion County and surrounding.
Good.
And you got a grant, so even better.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
half the cost. Any other questions for Chief?
Yep.
I just want to make sure this is the first of its kind and size for the city of Lawrence.
For this vehicle, yes. The MRAP is a lot bigger than this one, but yes, this is the first of its kind for the city to not get a surplus vehicle from someone else. This is our first time being able to get this vehicle. The last one before that was the Brinks truck that we got that we reconfigured, and now, the MRAP that was surplus, but now this is our first vehicle, to my knowledge, that is brand new, coming off the assembly line, coming over here to the city of Lawrence.
Thank you. Thank you, yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the Lenco Bearcat?
Motion to approve?
By Mr. Clark, is there a second?
Second?
By Mrs. Browner. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor by roll call vote again. Mr. Clark?
Aye.
Mrs. Browner?
Approved?
And Mr. Reeser will approve, so the motion carries 3-0.
All right, thanks so much. I'll let
We're on
you
our
guys
way
know
to getting
tomorrow.
a Bearcat. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Item B is approval of, we heard anything further?
I've got it.
Okay,
Yep.
we're okay.
He texted me.
All right. Approval of, item B is approval of streets purchase for a Ford Super Duty salt truck for $105,257.13.
So Jim Hennigan presented this. It's been through legal, it's been through the controller and all of that. He's not able to make it to the meeting.
Right.
He said the truck we are wanting to get is on the lot and ready to go. We're getting a savings with this truck by going through the QPA and getting the municipal discount. We've looked around and this is the only place that has one ready to go. If you have any questions, and that, when I was putting this on here, this is the body, the bed, the plow, this is all inclusive with it's a complete package with everything they need. They may still have to put a little, like their lights and stuff on it or whatever.
Right.
But this is complete and they'll be able to use it this winter, so.
Is this in addition to?
Yes, so it'll be replacing an older salt truck.
Okay.
So it is a brand new one. It's a 2023 Ford Super Duty,
Right.
and it will be replacing one of the older salt trucks.
Gotcha. You've heard all those comments and most of that from Jim Hennigan through Renee. I don't know if we have questions. I suppose we could text him if it's in our funding budget for his account, I think.
I believe I don't know for sure. I thought they were using ARPA money.
I don't know, that would.
I'm not sure where the fund was. When I sent it to you, it had the sign-off sheet on it, so I'm
Right.
gonna assume that funding was
I think
approved.
that, yeah, I think that Tyler's aware of it, but I don't know how it's, to be honest. No, I don't think
okay.
so. No, there is definitely no,
I didn't know. I was at a conference all week. I have no idea what's happened.
it could be the region's lease that'll come up,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you 100%. I just know that Tyler's aware of it.
We know that we have the funding to do it. That's the question I had, just as long as we can pay the bill.
Well, we can approve it pending funding. You could
That's
always
true.
say that.
That's true. Any other questions on the salt truck? Is there a motion to approve the Ford Super Duty salt truck
Motion to approve.
by Mr. Clark? Is there a second?
Second?
By Mrs. Browner. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, again by roll call vote. Mr. Clark
Aye.
and Mrs. Browner
Yes.
and Mr. Reeser will be aye, so that carries 3-0 as well. So we are going to get a new salt truck, and that will be an addition to the city's fleet that we hope we don't have to use a lot. Okay, comments of administration. Any, I know,
I wanted to let everybody know, first of all, a reminder that we have 2 markets left, today and next week, and then the market's done, so get over there and get your goodies while you still can.
Farmers Market.
And the city of Lawrence was approved, our administration was approved at the last Board of Works to enter into contract negotiations with Priority. We are really close to having a contract to bring to the board for final approval, and we anticipate no issues with that. So I wanted to let the public know that we are most likely going to be going with a new trash company, and there's going to be a lot more information coming out in the next few weeks. We look for transition to happen the end of November. Republic will start picking up their trash cans, and the new hauler will start delivering cans. And we have a whole bunch of information about how that's going to work that we're working on now to get out to the public. So keep an eye on our website and our social media for more information on that in the next few weeks.
Will we have yellow trash cans?
We haven't talked about the color.
We haven't talked about the color.
Yeah.
Should be really
That's not
important,
something
and I don't know,
I've
we haven't.
really been concerned
I think
about.
the trash trucks are yellow.
Yes, the
Yes,
trash
the
trucks
trash
are yellow.
And the contract should be up at the next, meeting in October. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be ready.
Okay,
So,
thanks for those comments.
but yeah, just keep an eye on our website for more information. We're gonna put it there. We're gonna get it out on Facebook, not Twitter anymore, X. You know, all those social media ways, we'll get it out and
Okay,
have some more information.
citizens' comments? We have administrative and citizens there. I guess the guys have got their Bearcat, so they're happy. So we'll entertain a motion to adjourn
Motion to adjourn.
by Mr. Clark. There's a second
Second?
by Mrs. Brown. Are all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned, 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean,
Thank-
for making it.
Bye.
Yeah,
See you
thank
next
you.
time.
Bye.